Welcome to your daily boost. This podcast is with my friend Tex Roy Elliott. I'm going to tell you a little bit about him. So, he is a promoter and entrepreneur. He has 30 years of business experience. I always tell him he is the smartest person that I have ever met. He has so many amazing ideas. He's fabulous with words. And the words that he's going to share during this podcast, they're really going to make you think. And if you apply the knowledge that he shares, well, and I share too, you are going to transform your life and business. What do you think about that, Texture? Am I right on the money when I say that about you?
Mm. Well, you definitely got some points, I would say. I thank you for the compliment because that's like a compliment based on how you put it. Well, anyway, Miss Erica Miss Erica Balls Vassal, that is, a kind, intelligent, beautiful lady, obviously. She has how much? I think that was like 30 years of experience in being a
Yes.
business
We're
coach, a
we're
business strategist.
twinsies, 30 years each. That's 60. We're like, people are gonna think we're super old and we're not even 50, right?
Oh. mm. Well, it's all about knowledge, and that's what this is about, spreading knowledge, helping people to gain knowledge, helping people to be financially free,
Yes.
helping people to find a way to financial freedom, you
Mhm.
know?
Mhm. Not just financial freedom, though. I think you would say, because I know you so well, right? Is that the mindset, though, in order to become financially free, in order to make any changes, whether health related or business, you've got to change the way you're thinking, right?
Facts,
Mm,
definitely facts.
yeah.
Because all begins with mindset. Without the proper mindset, won't be successful. You continue to fail and fail, which is a part of success. You will fail and fail and fail till one day we get it right.
Hmm.
So it all begins with mindset, knowledge,
Can
experiences.
can you give us a tip, because during our friendship, right, you've really helped me a lot with mindset, and can you give our listeners a tip on how they can be open maybe to changing their mindset, or open to receiving, like when we go through our book and we share tips from the book, mantras and phrases, or life and relationship and business experience, how can they be open to that change, or receiving the words, and because sometimes we got a block. Some of us are a little stubborn, right?
True, true. Well, how I deal with it, how I deal with it, and I think it's a good way to deal with it. First, the begin, I face reality. I look at, so, because us entrepreneurs and business person, we're about solving problems.
Hmm.
So I look into the problem. Okay, can I solve it? All right. Uh, Can I put my all into solving it? You want to put your all into seeing if you can solve it. If you can't solve it, then you can't. But it's about facing reality and getting the proper knowledge you need to execute any problem you got. Begins with knowledge. Knowledge is number one. But
Hmm.
when we face reality, it helps us to deal with problem better, in
Hmm.
my opinion. I strongly believe that. But others, when you can't face reality, then it's gonna be a problem. You're gonna sit there and worry about it instead of taking actions. That's what we got to take. Actions.
Hmm.
We don't sit
Yes.
around and whine about things that we can't do. That's wasting time and energy when you
Hmm.
could be putting that time and energy into doing what you can do, you know, instead
Yes.
of, yeah. So that's what it boils down to. So for me, my process, I face reality. I look at the reality aspect. Can
Yes.
I
And
can I
how
do
many times
something
have
about
you
it?
said that to me, right? What can you do
Yes.
about it? Nothing. Move on.
Move
But
on.
then
You
you've
can't?
told, go ahead.
Yes. No, you go ahead. Sorry about
You
that.
That's okay. You said to me also, though, when were trying to help me with my mindset to change my thoughts, right? You would you would say think positively, right? Only think positive things too. That's a big one
Yeah.
for you.
Yes. Positive. Even in a bad situation, always try to look at the positive aspect. try to look at the positive aspect
Mhm. Yes, yes.
always, because most time, it's gonna end up to positive
Mhm.
anyways. So you try to look at the positive, the brighter side of things, even the bad situation. Just do that. Try that when you get in a bad situation next time. Just look at the positive.
Look for the
Now the
positive.
negative, we just have to deal with it if that's what it is,
Mhm.
because it is what it is.
It is what it is. That's in the book. It is what it is.
Yeah.
And the other thing you always taught me is I forgot now. Oh,
Not Erica Vassal, Erica E, Erica Boss. That every time I get on Facebook or I see you in that mode, you in that mode. Well, hmm,
now I lost my train of
get back in
thought.
that mode
Get
because
in
I
my
know how
mode. I forgot.
intelligent and what of an eloquent speaker you are. Because I see you do it. So
Now, do you guys all hear this? Do you see how he's building me up and he's breathing life into me? Everyone needs someone like that in their life. So, y'all go get yourself a mentor, a best friend, somebody who will do that for you. So, you always talk about how teamwork and no man's an island, right? Like we need people in our life
yes,
that are going to lift us up. So clearly this wasn't scripted because I lost my train of thought, but that was wonderful. And that's what Tex Roy does. And that's in the book too. Like the mantras and the phrases like to repeat in your head. And really that's how it came about. Remember, because I was going through a hard time and I said to you, remember you told me these magic words, stress will take your beauty away. And I started repeating them every single day. And then I said to you, words are powerful. As you know, we should write a book. And then you told me that I'm saying the same thing that you're saying on my videos. And that's how our baby, the book, right? It came to be, right?
that's cause you smart and intelligent. So you was able to see these things. And one of the things that draw my attention to you, other than your appearance, was your mind. Because
Mhm.
it's not a lot of people that can realize, okay, dang, this person is intelligent or this person is smart, whatever the case is. And but you was so smart that remember it's your idea. Oh, let's do a book. So to me, that's very smart
Oh,
because
thank
people
you.
see smart people every day, and what is the actions you took. You're like, man, we could do something with these words.
Hmm.
So for someone to have the intelligence to know that you can do these things with these words to help others,
Hmm.
that's intelligent to me.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
very
you.
intelligent. This
I
don't
hope.
happen every day,
Yeah.
you know?
And we did it fast. And there's so many people out there who talk about, I'm gonna write a book. I'm gonna write a book. I've talked to some people for 5 years now. I was talking about their books coming out. When's their book coming out? You and I wrote a book in like a month. you know,
Yeah,
if you
yes,
take action, like you said earlier, taking action is the key. We didn't just talk
yes.
about it. I was gonna say we were being about. That's not how you say it. we were about it.
Yep. It's all about actions, taking actions,
Hmm.
smart actions that is, because
Yeah.
it's not about that hard work, it's about that smart work, hard
Hmm.
smart work.
Yes.
And from dealing with you, I see you taught me some things
Oh.
about working smart, where you make it work more convenient.
Oh. Thank
So
you.
it's about calculated risk,
Yes.
hard and smart work. That work gonna be hard. Even if you love it, it's still gonna be some. But when you love it, it's not that hard,
It's not that
right?
hard. Yeah, when you have a passion
Yes.
for it, it's not that hard. And being strategic,
Right.
that's my thing. Work smarter, not
Hmm.
harder, right?
Yeah.
well, we can't
Calculated risk. Have to take
calculate
them,
it.
or else you will never get ahead.
That's
Have
right.
to take them.
Hmm.
Have to
And
take
there's,
risk.
you know what? I can't remember it off the top of my head. I don't have our book in front of us, but you did, before we go, you did say something about when you're successful, there's always going to be some failure or something like that. There's always going to be, what was it? I can't remember.
It's gonna be obstacles in the way, and
Yeah,
it's you're gonna fail because success is failure on top of
that
failure
was it.
on top of failure until you finally get it right. That's
yes.
for sure.
Yeah.
Anybody successful know that. Matter of fact, Everybody that's successful know that. Because
Yes,
if you never failed before, you don't know nothing about success.
that's
You
true.
know. But the
Yes,
difference, and this is to me an important topic because you know not everyone can be successful because you got to have it in. You have to have that
drive.
determination. You got to have
Mm,
that know-how. Like so, a lot of times I see this a lot,
yeah.
and a person will have a plan, say they want to do it, and the first thing happen, they get discouraged. The first obstacle in their way, they get discouraged,
Or
and
they
a lot of
quit. I've
times,
seen that.
hmm,
I've seen them
a lot
quit
of
over
times,
something.
somebody try to do business and
Mm,
one obstacle shut them down.
yep.
So what separates the who from the whatever is the one that have the knowledge to know that okay, I'm gonna keep going.
Hmm.
You can never fail if you never quit. Just remember that part. So
That's
no
right.
matter what you're doing, if you really want to make it, you will never, ever, ever quit.
Hmm.
That's how you be successful by never quitting. Just keep
Exactly.
working and working, working.
And you know what else?
Success is not overnight.
That's true. And you know what else? That goes back to mindset too, because I know we both had businesses as teenagers, and I remember people saying to me, like, why would you want to have a business, like when I was 19, right? Why would you want to do that? What do your parents think? Don't they want you to go to school? Why would you do this? Don't you know businesses fail? And I remember saying, what? It never occurred to me that I wouldn't do well. That wasn't what I was thinking about. I was thinking about the calculated risk, or the strategy, like, okay, I need to find this place for my salon. I need to do this. This is the next step. The next step. I was looking at the steps I need to take. I never once thought that I wasn't going to be successful. What about you, though, when you had your business? Like, were you thinking about failure? Or were you thinking about, let me get this big name to come?
Well, you know what? What that boils down to, in my opinion,
Mm.
is you just that person. You just that person because I don't know. In my opinion, not everybody can even handle business. You have to. I think you have to born that way. Sure,
Yes,
you can get
yes, yeah.
practice or whatever, but that determination, that ambition, it got to be within you. That alone make you. You're not giving up nothing. You go till the wheel fall off. You feel me? So
And you know
I
that
think
about me, don't you?
yeah, yeah. Well, that we got in common.
Yeah.
We have determination, ambition,
Hmm.
and of course more things in common.
But
But
our viewers though, like if they can be determined to like run a marathon or triathlon or whatever, I'm not really too much into the sports and exercise. I don't know all about this, but if they have determination to do that or determination to hit another goal, if they've ever hit a goal in their life, they know that they can do it. They can achieve
yes,
success.
yes,
And it was just like you said, the same action steps. So I believe that you're either an entrepreneur mindset or you're a 9 to 5 mindset. There's
right,
nothing wrong with that, right?
exactly,
It's just like you
right,
said, the way you're born and your makeup and what you're
yes.
willing to put up with, I think, too, right?
Because I like how, not to cut you, but I like how you explain that because I feel the same way. It's like you're not thinking about, oh, I'm gonna fail. You won't even care. You're like, I'm doing this. I'm fine. I'm looking for all the knowledge I
Hmm.
can get
Hmm.
pertaining to do what I'm doing because I'm gonna get it done one way or another. So
Yes.
people like us, entrepreneur, business-minded people,
Mm,
that's how our mind is made up.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're not giving
basically,
up. And that's even some like volunteers, like the ladies in the PTA. They're not giving up on those kids, right? Teachers, they're
hmm
not giving up. So a lot of people have this in them, but maybe they never thought about having a business though. So maybe we're going to plant a seed and we're going to help to light a little fire under some people's hiney and they might start thinking they can have a business from listening to us. I think that would be pretty cool, don't you?
Oh, it will happen. It
Yeah,
will happen. So I'm sure if even if it's one person, somebody we will help somebody
that's
by
exciting.
doing this right here.
Yeah.
You know, it begins with words. Words,
Mhm.
words is power.
Words is power.
Words run the world. So that's
Yes,
why knowledge is power.
it's
Knowledge,
true. Hmm. And
yes,
every day, I know you and I are always seeking out, like, how can we learn something new each day? We're like thirsty for knowledge, and we hope that our
right.
viewers are. our listeners are as well, that they want to hear these things and read our book and get our journal, right? And start focusing daily, just one mantra each day, one phrase, something. And then we don't want them to keep it to themselves, right? We want them to pass this along, don't we?
Right. I
Yes, share it.
totally agree. Agree,
All right.
agree.
Until, is there anything you want to say until our next episode? Any magic words, as I call them, and before
All
to
right.
leave them with?
Just the key word, never quit. That's how you make it. If you want to be
Right.
successful, don't matter. You're gonna. It's gonna be so many obstacles in the way. You're gonna be like, oh hell no. The key is to keep going. Never
Yes.
quit.
There
Never
you
mind the haters, because once you're doing something in life,
go.
that yeah, people gonna hate on you. Don't worry about that.
Yes.
Avoid them. Ignore the hate. All
Hmm.
that. Just keep working. Keep
That's right.
working. One day it'll pay off, and you'll
It
be
will.
glad.
Yes.
And your
And
haters, even the haters, they want to be your friend then.
yeah. You know what? There was just a girl who achieved something, and she was thanking the people who were being negative to her and hating on her, and saying that they actually fueled her passion to
Yes.
achieve the medals because they were coming on so hard. This is the
Yeah.
thing. Put your blinders on. You can't please everyone. The only person you really need to please is yourself, right? So just put the blinders on, focus on the daily action you need to take to achieve whatever goal it's, whether it's business, life, and remember what Tex Roy said, that words are power, because the words can start a relationship, they can end a relationship, they can do a lot. So be careful with your words.
Damn. I wish I was an eloquent speaker like you. So you know what's good about this? The things that I would like to say, I got someone saying it for me.
Am I in
Wow,
your
that's
brain?
nice. That's nice.
Am I in your brain?
You a real entrepreneur, that is. You a real businesswoman. That's why you a real good person. That's why, you a good human being. That's why you're able to say these things naturally.
Yeah,
Because it's more likely it's from the heart.
it is from the heart. It is from the heart.
Yeah. So,
All right.
well,
We'll
keep up
see
the good
them.
work,
Thank you.
and I'm sure we'll help. See, even if one person will help a lot of people, but even this one
Yes.
mission accomplished. You
There you
know.
go. We worked hard on this
Um.
book and this journal and everything, and we want to help to transform your lives. So please reach out to us and let us know, and please share this out. Until next time, bye.
Later.